read the title and it's exactly what it says. This guy has always been the best Avenger. But when he got that trim, every man knows that a haircut is just makeup but for men. The second he got that trim, he was moving different. This nigga was doing shit he has never done before. I don't care what anyone says. Out of all the Avengers, apart from maybe Wanda, Thor is at the top. But enough of all the yapping, let's get straight into it. The movie starts off with my nigga conversating with Young Thug's new album. I don't know what that nigga was thinking dropping his bullshit. It turns out he got himself captured on purpose, and he comes face to face with Surtur. And Thor is a master rage baiter, bro. Just listen. Surtur goes on to explain how he's gonna bring forth Ragnarok, the end of Asgard, the imminent destruction.
Hang on. I'll be back around shortly. Do I really feel like we were connecting there?
Okay, as I was saying, the imminent destruction of all the 9 realms, which will then leave him as the...
Hang on. Give it a second.
Alright, bro, what the fuck? This nigga does not have the same type of sauce as Thanos, bro. When he speaks, we all listen and learn from his greatness. Just listen to him.
A grateful universe.
Born out of blood.
They'll never know it. Because you won't be alive to tell them.
But Thor calls his hammer and gets to work. And this shot right here looks oddly familiar. They doing him like LeBron. That's how you know he's the GOAT. Surtur tries to go band for band with him, but he starts getting big. This nigga was talking all that shit, saying he finna destroy Asgard, but he can't even land a single hit on Thor. This nigga is a fraud. Thor is straight dunking on this nigga like he Ja Morant. After cooking him, Thor tries to escape, but when he calls for Heimdall, he gets no answer. And then we see, hold up. Nigga, is that Billy Butcher? Who gave him this egregious cut?
I'd be crying if I looked like that too, bro. That's fucked up what they be doing to y'all.
But this nigga is here instead of Heimdall. And he's out here flexing for the Asgarders. He eventually opens up the Bifrost, bringing Thor back, but not without all this dragon brain with him. The guy tells him that Heimdall has been deemed a traitor and is now on the run. Thor is completely lost, so he flies back to the palace and is greeted by a 50-foot statue of Loki in the middle of the plaza with those dumbass horns. There's a play going on right now honoring Loki, and Thor clocks that something is wrong, so he starts pressing his own father and is about to smash his head with a hammer when all of a sudden it turns out to be Loki disguised as Odin and has been ruling Asgard for who knows how long. So they go to find them, but when they get to the spot, they find out that that place has been demolished. And then the circle appears under Loki and he falls right through as if he's in the Infinity Castle. It turns out to be the fault of the last person I ever expected to appear in a Thor movie. Doctor Strange starts messing with his mind, teleporting him around the house. And this part right here always gets me.
I have been falling for 30 minutes!
Good luck.
Handle me.
Who are you?
Loki. You think you're some kind of sorcerer? Don't think for 1 minute you second-rate.
Alright, bye-bye.
But he brings him to Odin, but it's too late. Odin is gonna die. Odin then tells him that he has a daughter named Hela, the goddess of death, and she will be free and attempt to take over Asgard, and that there's no stopping her, and just leaves. Y'all actually don't know how crazy this is, bro. Imagine your dad's last words are the fact that you have an evil sister in prison and she's coming back for nothing but smoke. After he dies, Thor is raging and he was about to beat the fuck out of Loki. But just then, Hela pulls up. They try to converse with her, but she simply says,
Kneel.
What?
And she immediately whipped out the sword, but they ain't budge. Thor whips his hammer at her and nah. Look at Loki's face, but lift up your jaw, my nigga, cause we all witnessed her with a single bare hand crush his hammer into smithereens. Oh my Jesus. Up until this point in the series, we assumed that Mjolnir was the most powerful weapon in the series. And to see her crush it like a can, nah, wallahi, they're cooked. And Loki peeped this and immediately just...
Bring it back! No! Bring it
Nigga does not want this fate. She chased them down. Loki throws a knife at her, but she hit that full counter and sent him flying right into deep space. Thor tries to throw hands, but he also gets sent into deep space and lands in Sakaar, while she lands in Asgard. Thor gets approached by these dumpster divers and they want to eat him. Pause. They try to attack him, but Thor fights back, but then one of them... Nah. Look at his face. These guys are cooked. Okay. They start telling him to fight back when all of a sudden this ship pulls up and out steps this final. Let me dive into. Sorry. I get distracted for 2 seconds and she's already stumbling like an idiot and genuinely falls off the ship like, nigga, you were doing so well. But she gets up and uses her Black Widow gauntlets and lets that switch sing like Mariah. She left not a single note unaccounted for. She captures Thor and we see him strapped to this terror and listen. I love Thor, but this was a huge aura loss for him. Just look. I'm gonna be sick. He gets brought to the Grandmaster and we get this trope right here when we are shown exactly why the villain is called the villain. Cause right in front of Thor's eyes, this brother slimes out his own cousin. Nah. He looks to the side and sees Loki, and he somehow managed to sneak his way to the Grandmaster's side. He made it to the top and genuinely slimed out his day ones. Nah, he's a for self-ass nigga. The Grandmaster says that if Thor wants to leave, he has to be his great champion, and they are all hyping up this champion as if he's Sukuna.
Bro, Cuz was a fucking... Bro, he was dead, bro. If he wanted you out of there, he'll go do it himself on feet by himself.
And we as the audience already know who he is. But as he's getting ready, he sees the girl that brought him here and it turns out she's Asgardian and Thor asks her for help but she just says fuck you and Thor gets sent off. He gets strapped down to this chair and who better than to cut his hair than the GOAT. Wait, wrong one. This one. He got the GOAT Stan Lee to cut his hair, but Thor is not jacking it. He starts begging for the sake of his hair not to cut, but Stan Lee just smiles and the screen turns black. He enters the ring with the crowd shouting straight boobs.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
I'm like, what he say fuck me for?
But all of a sudden, the announcer begins to glaze his opponent.
The tribal chief in God mode himself! The greatest performance in the history of Roman Reigns' career! The most violent, the most diabolical, the most dangerous, a beast slayer, a conqueror,
Oh my god! I got you in 4K! Just dick riding.
And out emerges the Hulk. And Thor shows the biggest grin on his face like a kid on Christmas. And he drops this iconic line.
We know each other. He's a friend from work.
And Loki is shitting at seeing Hulk in the same planet as him. But for some reason, Hulk does not seem to recognize Thor. And when he mentioned Banner, he immediately hits this 90-foot leap and tries to slam down on him and whack him, sending him flying all the way back. He charges at him again and Thor blocks this triple kick and Hulk slams down with his hammer, turning Thor's sword into the letter L. Look at his face. He thinks this is one of them pranks where they break your phone and then give you a new one. This ain't a prank, bro. They scammed you with this one. He then gets punted away and Hulk chased him down, but Thor locks in and uses this giant hammer to smack the hell out of Hulk, making him circle the whole arena. The audience has gone silent and Thor approaches the Hulk trying to calm him down with the same remedy Black Widow used, and it looks like it might be working a little bit. But Hulk realizes,
Wait, this is gay as... Go!
swipes his legs and slams him.
Hulk, no! Gay!
Then throws him away. And Loki immediately switches up, seeing Thor get done the same way he did. He dodges Hulk's strike and counters with a whack to the thigh and the face. Then he leaps in the air and follows through with a strike straight to the head. Mind you, Hulk already does not have any brain cells. His brain has the same consistency as body lotion. And Thor is not even that much smarter because he could have just defeated him with a simple math equation. That 4 + 3 would have had him looking like I Show Speed. Thor breaks his axe and hits him again, but when he tries to hit him again, he loses his hammer and immediately starts throwing hands. Peep this, weave, counter. And I love this line right here.
What's the matter? They're embarrassing me. I told them we were friends.
Thor Loki funny as shit. Weave, pop, pop, miss you with that. He leaps in the air, wraps around his neck and straight took a page out of Cap books and begins to choke him. But Hulk takes the page out of this horse's book and slams him down. And when they separate, Thor reaches for his weapon and when he strikes, Hulk then rocks the shit out of him, sending him flying across the arena and chased him down, jumping right on top of him and immediately turning into Raja Jackson and begins pummeling him over and over and over. And this is when Thor flips that switch and becomes the god of thunder. He starts getting flashes of his dad and his eyes begin glowing, his body emanating lightning, and while laying flat on the ground, no momentum, I see him punch the ever-living shit out of the Hulk, had him hitting the Gojo in slow motion. That's why he's a GOAT! Look at him, the helmet flying off his head and everything. Even the Grandmaster's like, no! Why are you doing this? That's my guy! And Loki's like, Thor's looking at himself like, yeah, I'm like that. They charge each other and Thor domes this nigga, turning his brain into vapor as the crowd switched up immediately, cheering for the god of thunder. But unfortunately, Thor was cooking way too hard for the Game Master's comfort because he tases Thor, knocking him out before he fucks up his entire parlay. And Thor wasted no time. He leaps 200 meters in the air and it was GG's after that. Thor was cooked. He put his hand up but that shit did nothing. Thor of course survives it and is now recovering with these fine shits. And when he wakes up, we get this shot right here and they got my nigga looking icy. How can a nigga be this sexy? No pause, resume. And he looking around and sees Hulk in the bath like Sukuna. Thor asks him how he got to the planet and Hulk tells him that he crash landed with the Quinjet. Thor then tries to recruit him to go save Asgard from Hela. And speaking of Hela, we gotta talk about how she Madara Uchiha the whole army. She pulls up talking about hear ye, hear ye. Shut your ass up, nigga. I don't know who the fuck you think you are, but you better get the fuck up out of here. I bet. She packs him up and engages the army. She begins to eviscerate them. Look at her hitting parkour moves and all. She even hit the horizontal Jordo no-go. And she did not forget the ship in the back. Straight sniped it as if she's phased adapt. And I'd be so mad if I was there, but imagine fighting someone and they just be hitting parkour flips and tricks in your face like she's Spider-Gwen. I'm here thinking you want to rule this place and I think you might need an army for that, so what the fuck are you doing? She kills all of them and this guy is the last one standing, but she just... yeah, she's a menace. Anyway, let's get back on track. Hulk refuses to go and Thor tries to leave. Thor's going through at this point. First his dad dies, then he loses his hammer and now he's stuck on this crazy wasteland while his evil sister is about to destroy his home. On top of all that, he has a giant stupid rage baiter as a roommate. This is by far one of the funniest scenes in Marvel. Fuck you, you stupid, That's why Steve cracked a tash and you couldn't. But they make up and Thor asks Hulk to bring Valkyrie here. She asks her to join him in stopping Hela, but she tells him that she's done with Asgard after the last time Hela went on a rampage. The Valkyrie was sent to stop her, but she massacred all of them, leaving her as the last survivor. But Thor hit her with a swiper, straight snatched her shit and removed the taser thing on his neck. He tries to break the window to escape, but... this nigga. He reaches the Quinjet and right when he's about to activate, this giant green idiot starts destroying the ship. But then this message from Natasha shows up and just like Trent in the last video, he is a victim of the Snow Bunny Brigade. And I don't blame him because a woman like Black Widow will make him go yeah! But he turns back into Bruce Banner and Thor tells him that he's been Hulk for 2 years and now they must try find a way to get off this planet and go to Asgard. They're going to the streets and they run into Valkyrie and she's willing to help Thor. The Grandmaster finds out that Thor escapes and took Hulk with him. So naturally, he's vexed. So now, he says it's now up to Loki and Valkyrie to find them or it's going to be hell to pay. As they're leaving, Loki tries to press her, but she hit the bap, bap, fight for that! At his whole head snapping back as if he's praising the Lord. Oh nah! Loki finds out that she's a Valkyrie and immediately begins rage baiting. Then he put her inside that Genjutsu on some Itachi Uchiha type timing. Makes her relive her entire family's murder. Damn! Only for her to knock his ass out. After that civil conversation like the Avengers always do, I want to work for the government. I don't. She has him captive and he says at this point the Grandmaster won't fuck with him anymore, so he says that he can get a shit from the Grandmaster's garage. So they make a plan to go through the Devil's Anus.
What?
Wait, no, listen, I know that might sound crazy, but I did not come with that name. They did, okay? So it's not, if you want to, man, as they're going to the Grandmaster's garage, we really start getting the insight to that toxic relationship. And when Thor said this,
Loki, I thought the world of you.
damn. You can see the moment in Loki's face when he realizes that not only has he misunderstood Thor, but he never even gave him the chance to be family. And this is beautiful writing. And we also get this hilarious scene.
Get help! Please! My brother's dying! Get help! Help him!
Classic.
But when they get there, lo and behold, to no one's surprise, Loki betrayed him. But Thor, with that high IQ play, put a taser on Loki's back, leaving him there suffering by himself in agony. Thor gets a ship and it becomes this whole Fast and Furious chase down but in the air. Thor and Valkyrie jump out of the ship and they start doing them bad. With their bare hands, they start tearing these ships apart, and this is what I came here to see. They manage to escape, and when they get to Asgard, they see the entire kingdom is in ruins, smoke and fire everywhere. Thor goes to the palace and begins aura farming crazy. Look at this nigga, bro. This the image of a king.
Oh my god, bro. Is dick riding all you do?
Hela pulls up on him and they get to boxing. Thor throws a spear at her chest, giving her a Chaozu-sized hole in her chest. Pulls it out, hits a spin move and smacks her horn. And this is how you know these niggas fight for theatrics, cause what is this?
I got tears in my eyes, bro. What even was that?
She blocks this strike and pushes him back, and I know they bullshitting right here, cause there's no way the staff is this heavy for you to have no control over its movement. You are not fooling me. She blocks him twice and spins the staff, making him hit the we can do it and throws him, making him spin in the air like he's Sonic.
No! Why are you doing this, my guy?
She then pins him to the wall, and I won't even lie, this shot right here is on some type shit, cause what the fuck. She then throws him away and starts walking him down. She swings at him, but Thor blocks it, slams her arm downwards, hits her with a two-piece. He tries to hit her again but gets sliced in the abdomen. Nah, they got my nigga in the same posture as Jaden Smith, gang. No. Then she cuts his eye right out of his head, then drags him outside to see the carnage happening outside. Valkyrie is trying to save the Asgardians from this army and this big ass wolf, but as you can see, that wolf is not dying. So Bruce Banner realizes he must do something, and this nigga jumps out the plane and just lands, and we're about to get the coldest Hulk transformation. Nah. Whose favorite superhero is this? Someone tell me who? But he just completely ignores him and starts charging at the civilians. But then at the last second, this big ass dog gets dragged back and we see him transformed finally. Still, it's not redemption though.
Oh yeah, and Loki pulled up with this. Are you not entertained? Ass pull up.
And I'm low-key starting to get pissed off because you were talking all this shit just to get put in this position. Nigga, you look like you're getting devious backshots.
Oh, great heavens!
Nigga, lock in before I get real life mad. He gets put in this gladiator as scenery and has a brief convo with his dad, and we get this iconic line.
Are you Thor, the god of hammers?
But then, when he gets back, his hands start glowing. His eye starts glowing. And from the sky comes forth a bolt of lightning that booms the fuck out of her.
And we start hearing Evil Jordan in the back. And I'ma need all y'all to strap in.
And I start tweaking cause this is the stuff of a real nigga. Look at everyone gobsmacked, witnessing the true power of the god of thunder. Look, even Loki's hating ass is impressed. And like the god that he is, he comes down from the sky, hitting this clean pose, eliminating all these zombies. And he's staring down all of them while they're charging directly at him. He then hits a Luigi green missile spin right into them. He then throws a right hook, then a haymaker. Then he hits this post right here and booms like 9 of them. He Spartan kicks this one, blocks his attack, blows his back out, electrocuting these 3 and throws him down far, blowing them up. This nigga is tough as shit, bro. Why are all lightning characters tough as shit? I know y'all saw that new Demon Slayer. Zenitsu was moving like Deadbolt Zenny in that shit. Look at you, weakling. I'm an upper rank while you're not even a Hashira. Okay, nigga. You the weakest upper rank. I'm crying. Niggas really hyped up for being the weakest. Nigga, you clowning me for being weak, but you couldn't master the easiest form of thunder breathing. You were never gonna be a Hashira. I could say the same thing about you. You could only do the first form, nothing else. It's crazy that a weak ass, bitch ass, lame ass nigga like you was said to be on my level. You know one of the requirements of being a Hashira is beating one of the 12 moons, right? And I'm long overdue my title. The fuck is you talk about?
My vital organs!
Nigga, you call yourself an upper moon, but you won't even live long enough to see that. Now get the fuck out my face, bitch. Anyway, let's get back on track. Thor grabs this guy with lightning, throwing him back. Then he hits a 1-2, leaps 30 meters in the air and simultaneously shocking these guys right here. He gets this sword and turns into Zenitsu.
Double kill, multi-kill, mega kill, ultra kill.
He even goes as far as to hit him with the handle of the sword. Hulk is still trying to fight this big ass dog, and I'm just sitting here like, bro, all you gotta do is just call Hassan Piker. Let him just the dog. After exterminating all of them, they all regroup, and this whole scene right here shows how funny Thor and Loki are when they're together.
You're a legend. You're missing an eye.
They actually remind me of KSI and Deji.
You better shut up. No one cares for your happiness.
And that's what makes his death so heartbreaking in Infinity War. But they realize there's no way they're going to be able to beat Hela. And Thor remembers his dad's last words, and he realizes that they're not supposed to stop Ragnarok. They're supposed to cause it. Because Hela draws power from Asgard, and as long as it exists, she's not gonna die. So he tells Loki to go and summon Surtur. And while he does that, Valkyrie and Thor fight Hela. He leaps in the air blocking her strike, but goes 0 for 4 encounters, only for Hela to hit this Matrix-ass dodge out the way. Valkyrie comes in, kicks her in the face, but gets blocked right after and gets thrown. Thor then gets back and lifts her up in the air, had her hitting the Icarus, and then slams her down but gets sniped. He blocks her arm and throws her towards Valkyrie for an ISO, and we see her in the background get absolutely bodied. She sneaks Thor, stabbing him right in the chest and drags him back. She then goes after the civilians and pins their ship. She begins walking Valkyrie down. Hold on, something about this does not make any sense. I don't know if they got editing on their side or what, because they were both behind Hela. So how does she appear that far ahead of her? Something fishy is going on. Wait, hold on. What? Wallahi, you're cooked. The fuck is you talking about, nigga? I've been fucking up both of you from the jump. No, I mean literally. Nigga, what the fuck? Son of a bitch. Then, with all -7 of his brain cells, Hulk's dumbass charges right at him, wanting to run the fade. Something I can commend the Hulk on is that he will never duck a fade, no matter what. No matter who it is, no matter what the scenario, he will always throw Oh, right, yeah, I forgot.
Try!
She then tries to fight Surtur, but yeah, she stood no chance. But Asgard turns into Hiroshima and all the Asgardians are saved. Happy days, right? Nah. Because as Thor and Loki are chatting away, they see this big ass ship. Jesus Christ. That shit is at least the size of Texas. But then, the greatest villain in Super...
Whoa, brother, whoa, now. You got too much dip on your chip.
Wait, you guys are getting way too much food now. Just wait for the Infinity War video, because that one, yeah, that's gonna be juicy. I will most definitely cover this entire movie in the near future, but Thor is by far my top 3 fictional characters of all time. I'm 1 out of 6 people who actually enjoyed his second movie. And with that, I'll see you all next week.